Welcome, Sagittarius. Thank you for being here. Thanks to everybody who's new here. Thanks to everybody who's back. So let's get started. For you, Sagittarius, this is going to be a reading for the month of June to see what energies are surrounding you. As you see, I was pulling some oracle cards for you, and later on, you will also see I was pulling some tarot cards to see what is going on. So, Sagittarius, we just had the full moon, the strawberry moon in your sign, and we also gonna have a new moon in Gemini on June 18th. You could be also between 32 and 46 years old. Keep in mind, Sagittarius, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with all of you. Just take the parts, what does, and leave the rest for somebody else, please. I feel overall that Spirit wants you to speak up a little bit. That's what I feel, Sagittarius. So with the tarot cards, I was also pulling four major arcana cards, and I see also that it has to do with your heart chakra. Something you might are being pushed to talk, to open up, to have a communication about your feelings as well. But I feel also that you might want to start with a stable base, being in balance. You could be also having 2 to 3 children between 7, 8, and 14 years old. Could be that you have a child in the sign of Leo. Could be also that your child is a Cancer. I also see air sign here. Let's get started, Sagittarius, with your Romance Angel Oracle cards I was pulling for you. It says you should keep an open mind and getting to know each other. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. And I was also pulling the religious factor here in the reverse for you. What says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. It says also getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So there is something where I feel Spirit wants you to open up or have a communication. Also, when it comes to your passion, it says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. For some of you, I feel like it is something where you're trying to reach a level of joy in order to have a stable base, to get rid of toxic energies. That's what I feel. Because you also have with the Runen cards, Theseus and Evis showing up here. Theseus is in the reverse and it talks about struggle and conflict, but also about completing a challenge that might involve danger. And we just had the full moon in your sign, Sagittarius. So there is a need for you to have also courage when it comes probably to communication, or maybe you have some fears to talk about, to open your mind, to speak about how you feel. Okay, that's what I see here, Sagittarius. And maybe it has to do that there are religious factors, but when it comes to getting to know each other and to deepen a bond you feel with somebody and to opening up your passions, as the oracle cards here showing, the Romance Angel oracle cards, then it might be a time where you feel that it's like you would take a risk in order to win, or that's what Spirit wants you to do, take a risk in order to win. I was also pulling the Break the Rules card with the Pathway oracles. So something is where you're a little bit challenged, okay, in the month of June. And it also wants you to be aware how we are reacting to change. It talks about courage and clarity of thought when we face a risk or a potential danger. I'm not feeling that danger, okay? So that's not what I'm feeling here. The Evis card is also talking about that someone appears to be quite strong or has to be quite strong, and also perhaps is able to free themselves. So it talks about having inner strength to undertake effort in order to achieve radical, maybe painful changes. It could be also that there, for some of you, not for everybody, you're feeling like you're defending yourself against attacks, or you have the ability to defend yourself. It could be also something what talks about self-destructions or tendencies here, where you are also maybe dealing with something where what has to do with overcoming your deepest fears. And it also wants you to be introspective. With the affirmation cards, Sagittarius, I was also pulling communication and impermanence here. So, where I feel it really wants you to open up and go through changes and challenges with your head up high, okay, with having your heart held up high as well. With the wisdom oracle cards, Sagittarius, I was pulling come to the edge. What also talks about courage, having courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fears, and accepting risk, facing the unknown. That's what the come to the edge card is talking about here. So, you being called to express your true self by listening to your heart. That's why you see the love oracle cards here showing up. Maybe you're stepping into unfamiliars to find your miracles. It could be also that the religious factors are talking about the spiritual path, what is kind of like for you a school of higher consciousness. Because I also have the regeneration card here for you. Is something what talks about second chances as well, new opportunities or a rebirth. It could be that there are opportunities you thought they were dead that are now revived in a stronger form. Maybe you have perceived a failure or a loss that is now replaced by something better and more powerful and growing. So it wants you to know that destiny is being fulfilled in wondrous ways. The here and now card is also talking about that you should be being fully present in the moment. You have a mind that everything happens in the now, in the present, and know that you have what it takes to handle anything and to let go of the need to look into the future or to reflect on the past. This moment, Sagittarius, has potential for you to create miracles. When it comes to a fork in the road, what I was also pulling for you with the Wisdom Oracle cards, then there is consideration also popping up here. There's a time for you to make a decision. The fork in the road card as your next card is talking about a time to make a decision or considering consequences as you prepare to act. So, owning up your obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. So, you being asked to come to a decision, that's why I'm saying come to the edge. You're getting pushed to opening up a communication or getting prepared for a change, but you also have to step up. You're getting a little bit pushed here. It talks about an important crossroad for you, Sagittarius, and also a rich and meaningful experience here for you in the month of June. Maybe there's some realization about the powers you have to fulfill or what it brings you if you stop holding back. Because with the Earth Magic Oracle cards, I was pulling love, volcano creation, and karma. The love card is talking about that your heart is a giver, so you're putting out the electrical energy, and a receiver, where you're drawing in the magnetic energy. So when we're talking about compassion or showing compassion, giving healing energy out, and receiving healing energy, or when it comes to our thinking patterns, okay? So I'm not fitting in something, I don't think he likes me, I don't think she likes me, and so on. So our feelings affecting our reality. That's what the love card is pointing out here with the Earth Magic Oracle cards. So what we put out is important. Be aware of what you put out. If it's love, if it's fear, if it's empathy, if it's sadness, it contains an incredible amount of power, what shapes and influences your reality, Sagittarius. So cultivate love and compassion for every being on this planet, including yourself. The volcano, as your next card in the reverse, talks about creating something new, creating new land, creating new ways, new paths. So, shaping sacred land, or something happens without a warning, the unexpected, what we were just the whole time talking about. There could be changes coming up quite sudden and could be dramatic in a way where you It could be dramatic in a way that you have no control over it. And sometimes it's could be sex if you don't have control over something, right? So it could be kind of dramatic, but you being required to make adjustments also. And I feel with the creation, what talks about a spirit man is playing the didgeridoo. So, in other words, he sung the world into his world into existence, allows or he allowed himself to take risk with his self expression. And this is what spirit wants you to do for the month of June, Sagittarius, or you're in your situation, okay? And with the karma card, also, it talks about implying the greater universal laws of cause and effect. Again, how our behaviors and action in this lifetime create our consequences. I also was pulling with the Soul's Journey Oracle card skill, judgment, love, again, and patience. With the patience, let's start there. This is the only card in the upright here. Talks about accepting that everything happens in divine order. The guild card is also saying that I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. So, whatever is holding you back or keeping you stuck, you remember what I just said with the patterns that are affecting our feelings, like when it comes to what we put out, okay, sadness or fear, what it contains, the power of it, okay. So you release what is no longer assisting you in your soul's growth. Also, with the judgment card, Sagittarius, your next card says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And with the love card, it says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Let me read the break the rules card for you before we're gonna move on to the tarot cards. And thanks to everybody who's also liking this video, is sharing it with those who it could help and resonate with, and also to everybody who's subscribing to my channel. I appreciate all of you. The break the rules card is saying that it is okay to break rules this time. Only you know how to work things out effectively, as long as it doesn't hurt. Allow yourself to go beyond your limits. And of course, life is short. You might miss the fun if you don't. So get rid of those patterns that holding you back. The Angel Oracle card is also saying to remain positive. And I would say we're just going to take a look what the tarot cards are showing us for the month of June for you. Let's take a look at your tarot cards for the month of June, Sagittarius. So as I said, I was pulling four major arcana cards for you, and I see it is something where you are working on your inner strength, on your power, on your passion. Especially in a Gemini season, I feel like there's something where you are ending something and you want to move on with a new passion also. Could be for some of you. It could be that something is opening up your perspective a little bit. Maybe you are seeing something differently. You could be also dealing with an air sign. You could be dealing with an earth sign. I see Leo showing up here. I see Cancer showing up here. Sagittarius, your sign, or another Sagittarius. I see Aquarius showing up here. So those are the signs I'm seeing so far you could be dealing with, or you have those in your chart. The Queen of Pentacles as your first card is in the reverse, Sagittarius, and it could be somebody who's a little bit messy or sloppy right now, so it's not really taking care of themselves and their surrounding. And it is kind of like saying, or Spirit is saying, that it is a good time for whoever is that person, or it could be also showing you. But whoever that is in your earthly ways, you should imply more organization. That's what it says. So there's a special clearing needed for somebody here you're dealing with, or it could be you, as I said. It will aid in all pursuits and goals. So taking the focus of yourself and placing it on those things that are closest around you. Maybe it helps also to get rid of illusions if that's the case for you. Maybe you're too much about something concentrated, but you're thinking too much about it. The strength card is also showing up here, so June 8th could be also significant, also seeing August here. So again, somebody could be feeling powerless, although they have the power all along. Or it could be that someone is allowing the ego to control their mind, or having an inflated sense of self, or being, you're being somehow controlled by your emotions and your circumstances. What could also indicate with the strength card in the reverse that something is out of control, or you feeling that something is out of control. That's what those cards are showing. And the Six of Cups as your next card could be talking about something from the past, or it could be showing that there is a gift of the heart coming in for you, Sagittarius. So that what I was saying, maybe there's a risk you take. Maybe it comes to a communication with somebody from the past. Could be also an air sign here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Could be also somebody who's younger than you. I see that as well. Not for everybody, but I see that somebody could be younger here. It could be showing that, okay, this is very specific, but for some, it could be a younger air sign around 21 years old, especially in Aquarius, or it could be a younger Gemini sign. It will not resonate with everybody. So something from the past could come up. This could be also the case, or it could be talking about protection and kindness here. So sharing something. Could be in a small town or a small city here, or somebody lives in a small town or city. Could be somebody getting flowers here, or it talks about growth and manifestation. Could be involving an old situation here, or it could be something what is getting exchanged between children, or maybe they're sharing something and that brings up some memories. It could be also for you showing that somebody is mentally not stable. Maybe that's something what you also will see. Oh, that's you. Somebody is not grasping the truth of a situation. And there is a need for someone here, as I was saying with the Queen of Pentacles, to take control over all areas. Because with the Ace of Wands under it, it's in the reverse. That's kind of like when you have no passion. But on the other side, with your next card, the Chariot, this is somebody who's moving on, also spiritually. Someone who channels energy like a magician. The Chariot, as I said, is channeling the energy like the magician through his entire body and takes action. So there's no stopping a chariot here. Or it could be you, that you being in the driver's seat here, moving towards a chosen goal. Because I have the Temperance card under it. So it could be you. Somebody who's showing self confidence and certainty. Also, there's again a city in the back that reflects the barrier you and others may had or have, and that you are breaking free. The Chariot is breaking free from those barriers. The Ten of Pentacles as your next card, also after the Chariot, in the reverse, is talking about those disagreements. It could be that you guys were scrabbling over money or inheritance. It could be that a house is out of control here, out of order. It shows a situation that should have ended, but it continues to rage on. So that's why you're starting probably with the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse, Sagittarius, because it wants you to work on your stability with the four major arcana cards. Get up, the Strength card, keep moving with the Chariot, and start balancing out your world. That's what I feel is the reading kind of like saying here, Sagittarius. With the 10, 10 is also an ending here. So when it comes to disagreements and squabbling over money or having discussions over finances, this is gonna end. There's something young, or there's a fresh energy coming in. That's what I see also with the Page of Cups under it. The Seven of Swords is talking about those illusions, or somebody thinks in your situation they're getting unnoticed, they can sneak away unnoticed, or they are able to because the others are just looking at the fire. Maybe the fire is you as a fire sign. Somebody is trying to take a way out in a way. It talks about adjustments, but also moving forward like the Chariot does, with only what is essential. Could be also indicating a stroke of luck. And with the Eight of Pentacles, this talks about hard work, dedication to your job, to your career, your creativity, something you love, okay? Could be showing somebody at work. Maybe it could be a craftsman you're dealing with, or that's you being proud of your work. Also being fully invested, so putting effort in it to create something. And it's not often the result what gives satisfaction, it's also the process here. So both journey and result are aligned here in harmony. What brings in success with the right effort, being diligent. It could be also showing that that's something where somebody is trying to get strength in a way to keep working. And maybe that's something what somebody wants to talk with you, maybe somebody from the past about it. Could be a younger person, as I said, could be an air sign, could be also talking that there are some blockages for some of you, what has to do with your passion, where it could be a situation where you feel so close but yet so far. And Spirit wants you to relax, to take a deep breath, and to try it again. If it's a job, if it's to have a talk, conversation with somebody, it could be that there is an initial spark of desire crushed. Okay, maybe there was a challenge or you took a risk, you want to move on with the chariot here. If it's being mentally unstable, if it's dealing with being unsatisfied, because it shows blockages here, definitely mentally blockages with your passion. It's the same with the oracle cards there. We're saying you gotta speak up, you gotta break some rules, some patterns I feel here that are holding you back, that are not letting you believe in your strength. But you have the strength card showing up here, channeling those energies through your entire body and taking action on it. With the Ace of Wands, I feel like Spirit talks about that you should try again, definitely when it comes to your self love, okay, when it comes to having passion, okay, showing passion. It says it's not too late to relight your fires if it comes to a person from the past, also. So, with the Temperance as your next card in the reverse, it says that somebody is feeling out of balance here, or somebody is refusing to see another side of the story. Or maybe you're dealing with distractions or you're not able to see the bigger picture. As we were saying with the King of Swords, somebody is not able to see the truth of a situation, probably because of blockages, right? Maybe somebody is too focused on small, insignificant things while important moments passing by. Your last card, the Page of Cups, Sagittarius, is talking about a dreamy, youthful personality, or somebody who could have a psychic vision, an open mind. Could be a child also showing here. It reflects also the soft and intuitive parts of us. So when you have those moments when you're being carried away by your own imagination, or when you're listening to music, or you find a great book for yourself to read, I feel with the Page of Cups, in other words, there's a candy coming in for you to take, to claim, claim that candy. Maybe it's something incredible you watch, or you have hopefully a wonderful conversation with somebody. It shows a young energy coming in for you, gives you a touch of feeling young and free, above all things, and a feeling of what is possible for you in life. I think you're gonna have an interesting time starting at the end of June, around the 21st actually. But what I can see so far overall, it comes definitely, or I feel Spirit wants you to work on your own stability, to take care of yourself, of your surrounding, to move on, not to stop, to take back your strength, to work on those patterns, or leave those patterns behind that were anyways not serving you. That's what I feel here for you for the month of June here, Sagittarius. I hope this reading helped you. If it does, please don't forget to give it a like and share it with those who it might help. And you're also welcome to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of you and thank you so much for watching. And I see you in the next one. All the best. Bye bye.